Fundamentals, phase 2, day 64, continuing to bang on about consistency. Consistency, everything. Anybody that is good at anything has done it consistently. Never ends. Even like I play guitar or I play drums, and have a whole bunch of hobbies. Too many probably. I don't do it all the time though. I'm not the virtuoso of guitar, but I play consistently every week, a couple of hours. Just sitting there noodling, structured practice. It's fun, I like it. I don't sit there like Ingvar Malmsteen or Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth or something, sitting there going through modes and scales and stuff for 12 hours a day. That would be boring to me. Some dudes love that sort of level of precision, but like I said, that would drive me crazy. I'd love to do a variety of stuff more, and that's no different in training. So like when you see a lot of people, especially these CrossFitters, they're doing heaps of volumetric work, even sort of some explosive, like not just plyometrically explosive, but they'll be doing heaps of high intensity stuff as well, like big squats or squats for repetition. It's all well and good. But you've just got to think about what your goals are. So I'll always go back to see what it is your goals are. I've got mates who are skiers and snowboarders, mates who are fighters, mates who are cyclists and downhill mountain bikers, BMXers, motocross riders, enduro cross riders, surfers, skydivers, even though any fat idiot can be a skydiver, so let's not talk about them. But there's different techniques and different abilities that you want to master for each of these things. And to broadly say, you've got that volumetric component to sort of get the muscles tuned up. Then you've got plyometric for the explosive side, isometric for the strength, and compound movements if you just want to learn to coordinate everything a little bit better. A little bit overrated in my opinion though. People that just go and do heaps of compound movements at the gym, I think, are really missing the point. Not only should you be doing support exercises with those compound lifts, but you should be focusing a lot more on plyometric and isometric stuff as well, because a lot of people are uncoordinated and a lot of people are not strong. Isometrics is what I wanted to talk about today briefly, because it's something that I used to do a lot of for boxing. Isometrics is a great way that you can get really strong, really rigid, really improve your posture and stay stupidly strong. So many people can go out and do 10, 20 chin-ups, but then you ask them to hold on to the bar and hold on for time and see how long they can hold on for. And what they end up doing is just using the muscles that they'll be doing the repetitions with that gas out a lot quickly, a lot faster, shall I say, than if you hold the bar isometrically and you're really training your body to use every single component of your body as a band, instead of just trying to, muscle yourself up with a couple of specific muscles, namely your back muscles, your arms, your triceps. If you hold the bar and really hold on for time, you'll be integrating your hand strength, your grip strength, your shoulders, your back. You'll be pinching your butt together. You'll be sort of twisting your toes or pointing your toes. Everything ends up being utilized for isometric exercises. And it's the key element of my training that's made me a lot stronger than a lot of people I know who carry a lot more mass than me. And people are always like, wow, you're really strong. It's like some magic trick. It's like, I think, sure, naturally I'm pretty strong. I was always the string bean that could kick the crap out of the fat kid at school if you gave me shit. But isometric training is a big part of it. I always wanted to be a gymnast, but then I had a growth spurt and they said, do basketball, table tennis, boxing, don't waste your time with a low center of gravity sport, you'll be useless at it. And I'm glad they said that, but the fundamental and underlying principles for gymnastic work have been something that I've always been interested in and trained in, and isometric holds and hangs are a big part of it. I really rate ballet dancers as well. Ballet dancers can have really excellent isometric strength, and it's very impressive. And people, if you want to see a supreme athlete, go to a ballet school. If you really want to see someone who would totally kick your ass in fitness and strength, it would be a lot of professional, not just hacks, but a lot of these professional ballet companies have ridiculous athletes who train all of these disciplines, not just plyometrically how they can leap, but also just how they can hold stuff and gracefully hold stuff, which is a lot a lot harder than just ungracefully holding something up, you know. Or martial artists as well, like more like the capoeira or kung fu guys, less so than say people who are actually fighting, like the martial art side. The art side, it's impressive like that, and isometric training is a big part of that, and something that most people don't do. And I'm really suggesting to the handful of people that are following this, and I'm glad that they are, because they'll have results, and the rest of people will be bent over crippled old men in the next few years, like they already are, in my opinion. If you want a take-home exercise in this, just go hold the bar and don't rep. Don't rep. Just really think of what you're doing and be mindful when you're holding on this bar. What's activating? What can you do to improve that activation and how long you can hold on to that bar? Think of your hands and squeezing your hands. Think of pinching your shoulder blades together. Think of squeezing your butt in, really tensing your glutes and pointing your toes. Really trying to tense up everything in there, and then have a break. And then, you know, a couple of minutes even, and then do it again. And the more you do that, I've always told people that the weight and reps are arbitrary, which is, I still think, the truth. And I'm sure there's a lot of people, but actually it's not like that. I don't really care. This works for me. Isometrically, hold stuff, hold bars, anything out, and really focus on what you're doing, because a lot of the time when you're doing volumetric work and you're just with shit technique, it's pointless. You really want to make sure you're really holding yourself and really considering what you're doing, and nothing beats isometrics for that. So anyway, what did I do? I went for a cycle. I went for a cycle, 25, 30 kilometers, logged some of it, some stupid Strava challenge. It is some good game theory to keep motivated. Obviously, always doing tension work, myofascial release stuff that never ends. Haven't done any grip for a while. I gave my grip a break over the last few days, so I'm going to keep on doing that. But other than that, just been focusing on posture, focusing on my breathing, stomach vacuums, really deeply exhale. I'm not going to do it now because I've just eaten, and suck in those guts and look like a greyhound. Control over your diaphragm. That's true core strength. If you really want to get into core strength, forget sit-ups and just forget that volumetric side of you, that global core muscles. Really try getting those deep core muscles activated. That's what will make you be able to absorb a punch and be able to, you know, take it like a man. It's always better than like, you'll get big core muscles, big bloated core muscles, and you still won't have any strength and won't be able to hold stuff. Mates who have trained with me before have seen the sort of stuff I do with like levers or L-sits and do chin-ups whilst doing it, really trying to keep tension in whilst doing it. That's true core strength. 8 minutes long video. Sorry folks. See you later.